Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for August 2021. This is for those with Leo sun, moon, or rising, or if you just have a lot of planets in the sign of Leo, this can be helpful to you. I would watch all three of your signs, your sun, moon, and rising, for a more comprehensive overview of the month's potentials for you. As always, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate 100% for everybody, so don't try and force it to fit if it doesn't resonate. Leave it for whoever it's intended for. I have already meditated on the cards, so give me a second to shuffle and we'll get started with your reading. Okay, Leo, so you're starting off the first week of the month with the Queen of Feathers. Now, this represents perception, total honesty, and clear boundaries. So you're being guided to confront any darkness now. And when you do, you'll discover the reawakening of light, okay? Anywhere where there's unclear boundaries can be resolved now by either changing your perception or being completely and fully honest and truthful with yourself or with someone else. There is a heaviness to this energy that needs to be cleared up. And you're going to need to be very direct in your approach. It's not that you don't care about others, but you connect to other people through an intellectual understanding rather than an emotional understanding. So if this relates to someone around you, and this is not your energy, then this is someone who is quick-witted, they have a good sense of humor, and they prefer to stick to intelligent humor rather than like crass humor. Now, if you're in a relationship, this is you seeking independence while remaining or maintaining a committed relationship. This is needing an element of freedom. You could also be trying to understand your spiritual path in more detail, but on a rational and logical level though. Let's see what's clarifying this. You have the Gardener. Now this represents self-compassion. 27 reduces to a 9, which is the number of magnetism. So yeah, there's a huge focus on self-compassion now, drawing in that energy to expand it. But this is about being proud of yourself, developing, cultivating, and growing that quality and knowing that it's okay to do so. This is getting really clear and honest with yourself again about how, when, or why you betray yourself in a way that smothers this element by how you allow your boundaries to be crossed or not respected. And it's okay to have these boundaries, that you just allow a trusted few beyond them. It's okay to keep something to yourself or for yourself that you don't share with everyone, however that resonates for you, okay? Second week of the month, you have Page of Shells reversed. Now this can represent a breakup, creative blocks, sensitivity to criticism or disappointment. But when illusions are shattered, that allows you to see things in a new light, right? You can believe something when the illusion is shattered more. It's better to see the truth of something than in that illusion, right? So, again, creative blocks are coming up again with this card. Given that the Page of Shells is reflective of your creative abilities, its reversal can indicate a creative block. So this is highly likely the main meaning for a lot of you now, as this is the second card kind of pointing to this. But this can signify rampant and unfocused emotions also, to the point where you get your feelings hurt really without any reason. Now this is being clarified by the Gift. This represents curiosity. This is 23, which reduces to a 5, which is the number of expansion. So there's a growing curiosity about something now. You're holding what you're looking for though. It's like you have the answer or the information, but you're too busy kind of out here, there, and everywhere, kind of with your head in the clouds. It's time to get grounded and focus. There's an element of fantasy and wishful thinking associated with this, but it is ultimately a hidden blessing, a gift, what you're learning through this process. But this is why there's this creative block now, because you're not being practical or realistic about something now. So let's see what the third week we have. The Four of Shells. Now this represents soul searching, unexpected gifts. Okay, so we've got the gift showing up here, or disconnection. 4 is the number of manifestation. So yeah, there's a disconnection now, likely from self, but this is because you've been focusing on the wrong things, I think. Things outside of yourself as your source of happiness or your source of inspiration. Now this could involve a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but there's a strong emphasis on a water sign here with the 2 shell cards. If this is not stuff going on with a relationship, then this is strongly connected to your creativity. That is also coming up a lot. Now, time frame for this energy to complete is summer. So the end of September at the latest, this will start to wrap up this energy. But this is water energy, so you're very intuitive now if you tap into this soul-searching energy and actually listen to what the universe is trying to tell you. But I think life has become stale or flat, and it's kind of like there's little that excites you anymore. But really, you need to consider what opportunities you're ignoring or even declining, and ask yourself whether this is because you truly believe you wouldn't benefit from it, or whether it's because you're fearful of what may follow. But it's definitely time for contemplation, research, meditation, and the key to overcoming this current energy or disappointment is simply to see all the good that's in your life already and be thankful for it every day. Now, if this is related to someone else, if you're feeling that this is not you and this is someone else around you, their energy, then, or if you just have a question, if there's someone this involves that you're wondering about them, then this is a person who prefers to think before they act, taking as much time as they need to process their thoughts and feelings before making a commitment. So perhaps that's an answer to something you're wondering this week. Now, spiritually, this can suggest that you may be indulging in, like a poor me attitude, or feeling sorry for yourself, forgetting about all of the positive aspects that exist in your life. So that's something to keep in mind this week. This is being clarified by Abracadabra. This represents patterns. 34 reduces to a 7, which is the number of motives. So you're being guided to evaluate your patterns and the subconscious motives behind them, okay? You're more than capable of transforming these patterns, of shaping your future, of creating a magical life. I do feel that this has to do with this water sign again for a lot of you. Now, 4th week of the month, you have the Hermit reversed. This represents self-pity. This has come up again. Loneliness or withdrawing. 9 is the number of magnetism again. Yeah, so it seems that the law of attraction is kind of at play here. For whatever reason, you're feeling down this month, unlucky, sorry for yourself. And because of this strong energy that you're radiating, I think you're inadvertently attracting more of the same things to you, to validate your feelings to the point that it's become a bit of a vicious circle now. But there's a sadness with you because you're not being honest with yourself about something, or maybe someone else has been dishonest with you. Could be this water sign that keeps coming up. Now, if this isn't a water sign, it could also be a Virgo, but don't become so absorbed in yourself and your personal dilemmas that you shut out your family and friends now, okay? This is really important. This is being clarified by the Journey. This represents appreciation. 19 reduces to a 10, which is the number of renewal. Okay, thank goodness. We're ending on a really positive note here. It looks like finally by the end of the month, there's some appreciation and a realization that you're on a journey. And, this phase is just a part of that journey. And that epiphany leads to a renewal out of the energy that's been weighing you down for most of the month, it looks like here. You're now focused on having fun as you go along on this adventure that's life, right? Life is to be enjoyed. Someone or something now at the end of this week is snapping you out of all this energy here, helping you to see things differently. This could be a person, or it could be an animal, a pet, that's just comforting. And as you're spending that time soul searching, you're coming to this realization and you're shifting your focus. But by not shutting people out that you could feel tempted to do here, you allow for this to come in, and it will be really good for you, okay? So make sure that's something you pay attention to this last week of the month. Okay, Leo, well, that's what I have for you for the month of August. I really hope that was helpful to you in some way. If it was, please let me know by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you don't already do so. I will be back next month with your September readings. You guys can hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload so you don't miss any of the readings. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great month.